and also to be speaking as part of the wonderful Dublin Festival of History. Before we get into tonight's talk, I wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping. If one thing unites Irish and Soviet history, it's audiences who love a good argument. Now, unfortunately, we can't have a row in person, but that's what the YouTube comments are for. If you have any questions for after the talk, leave them in the YouTube comments and our moderation team here will look through the questions and send them on to me. So feel free to comment throughout the talk and then I'll get to your question then hopefully at the end. So let's get into our topic today. Today we're talking about the Irish in the USSR. But first, just a little bit about myself. My name is Maurice Casey. I'm originally from Clare, County Tipperary, although some of you may have noticed that there's at least one thing that unites me and Vladimir Lenin, which is an acquired South Dublin accent. Lenin legendarily received his from an English tutor in London who came from Rathmines, whereas I received mine from doing my undergraduate at Trinity College Dublin, which was then followed by my MA in Cambridge University, and I recently completed my PhD at the University of Oxford. I'm the current DFA historian in residence at EPIC here, EPIC, the Irish Immigration Museum. And this is a role that's been generously funded by the Department of Foreign Affairs to support and highlight pioneering research into the Irish diaspora. So, let's begin. Oh, I need to click back in. Oh, sorry, some tech issues. Great. Irish people in the USSR can be slotted into two broad categories, tourists and emigrants. There were many hundreds, even thousands of the tourist category. Even in the late 1920s and early throughout the 1930s, it was adventurous but not impossible to holiday in the USSR from Ireland. But this talk is not about tourism to the USSR. It's about emigrants in the USSR. The first part of this talk looks at Irish emigrants, particularly in Soviet Russia, during the immediate decades after the revolution, which is my own area of expertise. The second part of this talk looks more briefly then at Irishness in the Soviet Union, what ordinary Soviet citizens might have thought of Ireland and Irish culture. In many ways, the story of Irish emigrants in the USSR echoes the experiences of other Irish emigrant communities. There is a familiar longing for home and recognizable experiences of new possibilities in culture, social life, and even sexuality. But I also want to make the case that the Irish in the USSR present a fascinating